What is up, guys? We're back with another What If, and today we are doing a redo of What If Deku Had a Stand. Now, this is going to be very different from what we had, from what the first part. Well, in this What If, I'm going to give everybody a stand. I'm trying to give everybody a stand here, with stands as Act 1 through 2. Stands as, there are going to be spoilers in this part 6 through part 8. So definitely there's spoilers here. I'll name all the stands in the picture if you don't know them. Part left top is part 3 Joe Turtle. Part 3, um, I forgot. Oh my god. Okay, I forgot its name. I'm sorry, guys. Part 4 with the heart on them is Crazy Diamond. Then you have Golden Experience. Then you have Jolene Stand. I actually don't even know the name of the stand. Then you have Tusk Act 4. And then you have Soft and Wet. I don't know how I forgot that stands. Two stands name. I'm sorry, guys. My fault. So we're gonna hop right into this what if. By the way, this what if's gonna be very different. So let's hop right back into it. Okay, guys. So we're gonna hop right into this what if. So we start 20 years ago. So 20 years ago. No. We start when Deku is born. See, in this age, you either have a stand or a quirk. Most people have quirks, but you can get a stand. Anybody that wasn't born before, let's say the year 2024, does not have a stand, or they can develop a stand, but it's highly unlikely that you will get a stand. So they have a tester to see if you have a stand. Spiritual energy. Let's just say that spiritual energy. Yeah. So what happens is you go to the doctor. There's two different types of doctors. You either get a quirk or a stand. You can't get both, by the way. So yeah. So when Deku's 4, let's skip all the way to 4 years old. When Deku's 4 years old, he is going to have a stand. But I'm not gonna make it like he gets a latent stand. No. We're not gonna do that. But he is gonna get other stands on the road. We'll start off with soft and wet, the one in the middle. So Deku is gonna get tested for his stand. And stands, if you've seen JoJo Part 3, where Polnareff in his stand, they go back, right? They're just baby stands like these. Like, you can only see these baby stands. You think about it, baby stands. So stands aren't that powerful, until they grow up. So, um, Deku does not have a quirk, which he starts bawling, but he doesn't really. But he knows their stands, but he thinks that they're only for like special people, special kids. But that's not really for all. So Deku says he can't be here like all night, but Inko reassures him that he can, but he can be even better. And his eyes sparkle up like, wait, really? So yeah, Deku is Deku's got a stand, but stands don't manifest right there. They manifest in important situations, so they know that Deku has a stand. So all the people in class 1A have a stand, um, except for Shoji, which I wasn't able to. I think I missed him, but I'll probably put that next part of this redo. So, or not, because I'm not sure if you can have a stand. But if you guys have any stand suggestions in the comments, um, make sure to put them down below. I will name Class 1B has a couple stand users. Class 1A, mostly all of them have stands. Except for Mina, because I do need to. There's no acid stands. I should do them based on their personalities too, but based on most likely relatively to their quirks. So Class 1A has stands. I'll list that down. That's important. So, when Deku goes when Deku goes to Bakugo, when they're 4, but Bakugo tells Deku doesn't have a quirk, and Deku says he doesn't have one either. So they're just laughing and all. But then Deku says, "I have a stand, but it has to manifest." And Bakugo says, "Same. So does mine." So yeah, in Bakugo's stand, people are gonna be like, "It's an evil stand. What? Get him away from me!" So Bakugo's stand's gonna manifest at 10, and then Deku's stand's gonna manifest at 12. So Bakugo's gonna have 2 years of training, but he's gonna get ridiculed. But that's okay, because Deku's with him. So of course they work out. Okay, so when we skip to there, at least 8. Okay, So since Deku doesn't know, Deku nor Baku know when their stand's gonna manifest, they start working out their body. I'm not saying they're gonna do like 10-kilometer laps. Nah, they're gonna do like 5 push-ups, 10 push-ups, and they're gonna keep on gradually getting better at this. So we skip to when Bakugo is 10. Bakugo, so you know, actually their whole middle school, their whole uh middle school, elementary, preschool, right? Usually goes the same. People don't usually get people with quirks try to bully, not try, but they think that they're higher than most people because they think like most people that don't have quirks are quirkless, and if you don't have a stand, you're standless, so you're basically useless. There's categories, so yeah, standless, quirkless, useless. So basically, if you don't have a stand or work, you're called useless, and people bully you. Some people, most people don't have that because most of the population actually stands. So we skipped. Okay, so no, we skipped. To when Bakugo is 10, he gets Killer Queen. He gets Killer Queen because as if anybody doesn't know Part 4, Killer Queen has explosions. Bakugo has explosions. So yeah, of course, it's obvious, right? So there's gonna be a little bit of Killer Queen, right? There's gonna be spoilers from Part 8, by the way. There's an ability from Part 8 that is a spoiler. So I'm warning you again. There are spoilers in this video for Part 6 through 8. So guys, yeah. If you haven't watched Part 5, then that's a spoiler. If you haven't watched JoJo, this is a whole spoiler, okay? But if you want to watch this, whatever, stay with this, guys. This is a custom-made thumbnail. Uh, yeah. So yeah, if you guys didn't know that. So, Bakugo gets Killer Queen, and then it's like a cat, but they don't know its abilities yet. So, that is one thing to realize. They don't know its abilities, but people think Bakugo stand looks weird, and they start making jokes, and then Bakugo feels like, why are you looking down on me? I'm better than you. So this is where Bakugo gets his arrogant attitude from. But of course, he doesn't look down on Deku like that because they were friends since childhood and everything. So Deku still hasn't evolved his stand, manifest his stand. So we skip to when they're 12. Uh, Deku, right here. When Bakugo accidentally pulls out his stand on Deku, and this is when Killer Queen's about to do its barrage. I forgot it's a cry, but let's say it's let's say he just punches Deku like a barrage. What to do a barrage? This is when soft and wet appears. Now you might be wondering what? There was sparring, of course, but Bakugo didn't mean to pull a stand. Now this is when Deku pulls out a stand. Oh, it's very different. Oh my god, guys, I'm so sorry. Oh yeah, Galler. Alright, guys, that was inconvenience. So soft and wet appears. Let's put that. No, wrong way, sorry, guys. So this is soft and wet appears in front of Deku, and then they soft and wet says Oro Oro Oro, and they start barraging each other, and that's when his stand awakes. So for 2 years, Bakugo and Deku focus on their stands, on evolving their stands. I had to send this to my tablet, guys. So yeah, they focus on using their stands. So that Bakugo through trial and error and almost killing Deku, which Deku learns his bubble ability like you guys saw right before that picture, hopefully. But I'll come back. I'll go back to that picture right now, guys. I'll go back to that picture right now. He's able to dodge that, of course, but he's a bully, knows and everything too. So they know that if Bakugo touches something, and somebody else touches it, it explodes. So yeah, if you guys want to hear a sound of it, then here you go. I think I have a sound. Well, I think I have a sound. Let me check, guys. I'm back. I can't find a good. I couldn't find a sound. I thought I had it, but that's okay, guys. Uh, if you guys hear raining, that's because it started raining. I know, right? Like it starts raining out of nowhere. Global warming, I believe. So, uh, I think Deku and Balco starts off getting their stands. Um, I feel like the entrance exam wouldn't be too much of a problem. Deku would have saved Uraraka. Wouldn't have saved Uraraka. No, Uraraka would have never been in that position, so you wouldn't have to save her because Uraraka's stand. I'll reveal to you guys later. So I don't really think going over the entrance exam is too much. So let's get to like the first day of school. Hopefully, yeah, it's the first day of school. On the first day of school, Deku and Bako walk in. Of course, yada 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 points. It doesn't really matter. You guys really want to know points? You could just estimate as many points as you guys want to. So, okay, guys, we're back. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. So, let's get to the first day of school. As I was actually not sleeping because, yeah. So we'll do class introductions. This is important, guys. So, of course, I'm always going to remind you guys of the stands. So, Aoyama's stand is yellow temperance. Mina's quirk. So I'm going to do stands, quirk, whatever. Mina's is acid. Quirk is acid. Sue's stand is dark blue moon. Ida's stand is bad company. Ochaga Uraka's stand is act 3. Act 3 of not again, like act. I forgot its name. Sorry, guys. Act 3. Ojiro's quirk is tail. Denki Kaminari's stand is red hot chili pepper. Kirishima's stand is rolling stone. Koda's stand is tower of gray. I know I'm not gonna make it kill anybody, but Sato's stand is empress. Shoji's stand yet to be confirmed. Jiro's stand is act 1 through 2. Zero's stand is Oh Lonesome Me. Tokiyame's stand yet to be confirmed. Shoto Tokoroki's stand is red as Magician's Red and White Album. Hagakari's stand is Action Baby. If you didn't watch part 4, that's just being invisible. So yeah, the baby's basically invisible, but it can also make objects invisible. So yeah. Bakugo's stand is Killer Queen. Deku's stand is Soft and Wet. King Crimson and Golden Experience. And you guys are gonna laugh at this too. It's a real stand. I'm not even gonna lie. Minetta's stand is Nut King Call. Okay, and Momo's stand is Heaven's Door. So what I try to do in this series is I try to make as many people have stands. I'm gonna go over one B. If you guys want me to go over 1B, tell me that in the next part because I can just go over their stands real quick. It stands and their court truly. So yeah. I had a hard time thinking about this, but Tokiyama stand or Kiryu, Shika and Kiryu, Black Sabbath. Like it's pretty hard, but I gave him I gave one of the Class B students Black Sabbath because he was actually able to travel travel in the darkness just like Black Sabbath can do. So I just gave him that. That's what Tokiyama's original stand was gonna be, but I changed that. So I'm gonna give Tokiyama a different stand. So thank you guys for the patience. So Tokiyama. Okay, so they all introduce each other, and then Deku didn't say that he has that many stands. I'm just telling you guys that he has that many stands. He has more stands. I'm just saying he's not gonna have he's not gonna have Cream Prism and something whatnot. He's gonna eventually develop those type of stands. So he has something. Over those 2 years, they were able to learn way more ability. Sorry for the inconvenience, guys. So they're not gonna do physicals right here. What they're gonna do is they're gonna test out everybody's stance. They're gonna have fights. They're gonna have 1v1s. They're gonna get to know each other better. So that's what Aizawa's practice is gonna be. So, I'm gonna scale this out, and I'll be right back, guys. Alright, guys, I made the connections here. So the first round is going to be Aoyama versus Mina. Okay, guys. So round 1 is Aoyama's stand Yellow Temperance versus Mina's Acid. So how this battle would go is, in JoJo, you know how characters, it's not based on how powerful your stand is. It's based on how smart they are. Well, with Aoyama, of course, I gave him yellow temperance. It's because it's his looks, right? He's deceiving. He's deceiving. But what he does is he puts yellow. He is able to will swiftly move around and put some of his yellow temperance on Mina. So I'll show you guys. He's able to put some of his yellow temperance onto Mina. That yellow temperance. He's able to put that onto Mina. And it's actually eating at her skin. So, oh, that's a little weird, guys. You know, right? So, it doesn't react well to heat or being cold, which it didn't put that there, but I think in the anime it did that. So it doesn't react well being heat or cold. So since Mina's acid actually is acid's hot, so no duh. So since acid's hot, Mina's actually hurting herself while hurting herself even more. So Mina's hands are incapable of doing that. So that goes to Aoyama. So second round is Dark Blue Moon versus Bad Company. So I feel like we all know who'd win this. It's obviously gonna be bad. It's obviously gonna be. I honestly think it's gonna be Dark Blue Moon. The reason why is because even though Shu's stand is not capable of moving on, it's not as good as moving on land. They're out in an open area, so troops can't necessarily hit back with Shu. Even though Ida is technically smart, but barnacles. It's the barnacles that gets me there. So it's the barnacles and scales. Ida doesn't take damage from his stance. So what Sue would do is Sue is very capable of moving, and Ida doesn't have engines on. So Sue would be able to use razor blades as projectiles and throw them at the enemy, while as Ida's attacking them, her stand will be able to tag Ida and put barnacles on him. So basically, she has control of Ida's arms and body. So Sue would win right there. Even though Bad Company is a very good stand, I just don't. We don't. I still don't think that Ida can win, even with all his MMs and So yeah, that's why I would think. Yeah, because Sue is able to dodge, and she's very and she's we all know Sue's very fast. So yeah. So we're going to Echo. Yeah, Echo Act 3 with Uraka. The reason why I say Echo Act 3 with Uraka is because it does with gravity, and since you can't float, I thought I might as well just give her Act 3, Echo Act 3. So versus Ojiro's Tail, Act 3 wins easy peasy because being weighed down. So yeah. So we got a Kaminari versus Kirishima. See, now with Rolling Stone, it's not automatic. It's pretty. It just comes out of nowhere. Like it's a stand that's like semi-automatic. So yeah, it is a stand that is semi-automatic, which is why Red Hot Chili Pepper would win this because its speed, conducting electricity, everything. So Red Hot Chili Pepper wins that. Tower of Grey versus Empress. So with Empress versus Tower of Grey, obviously I'm not gonna make it kill the. I'm obviously not gonna make it kill Sato, but naturally Tower of Grey wins this, even though it's a part 3 stand, and Empress is a. Oh, that was actually pretty dumb of me. So yeah, so even though if Sato with his bigness is able to go even if Sato, yeah, that's Rolling Stone. If you guys want to know, so even though Rolling Stone could do that, but Chili Pepper wouldn't because it is way faster than that too. So it feeds on the flesh, but with Tower of Grey and its literal killing abilities, it could kill. It would stop there. So he can. So I believe that it can't be taken off easily, but the stand after Sato loses, he'll take it off, I believe. So yeah. Jiro Act 1 of Echo versus Jiro Act 1. Jiro's gonna be an Act 1 now. Jiro Act 1 versus Zero's. I want to make Zero a little bit more powerful in here too. So I've been changing some stands up, like making them equivalent to their actual you quirks in My Hero Academia, because it'll be a little confusing if I just gave people like just stands that makes absolutely no sense. So basically, Sato wins this one, even though even though Jiro's able to use the sound make you feel make you, I believe, your state of mind, creating a sound on yeah. Even though that wouldn't be very effective, I think Sato can withhold that for such a long time, for a while, that he can get in a a pretty hard attack on Jiro, which Jiro's durability, the structure of a girl, no offense, is pretty uh different from a boy. So Sato would possibly win that one because of his durability. The durability. So yeah, sorry for scrolling through this, guys. Yeah. So Sato would just win because of his durability. It'd be a very close match. So Tokiyami, he quits the match, of course. So Tokiyami quits the match. Bakugo versus Deku. So this will be an interesting match. But before that, let's make it the last match. Because Aizawa makes it the last match because he wants to see. He knows that they're close. So since I'm narrating this, like the students are amazed at and how powerful they are. Obviously, I'm gonna make sure they can see stands because it wouldn't even be fair because they can just attack and attack and attack and attack. So they see the stands. The students are amazing. Even though most stands don't look powerful, they are used in very versatile ways. So Minoru Mineta Nut King Call versus Momo's Heaven's Door. So Momo was allowed to carry a pencil in there. So Nut King, I know, right? So Nut King is able to use bolts. Nails and bolts. As you see in the picture, he's able. It's his hand, goes down with the just it goes down with the nail. So it would be a very close match. Mineta is not tactically skilled, but him knowing how to use a stand and seeing everybody, because I'm gonna make Mineta a little bit of a quick learner, seeing everybody, he's been able to adapt. Think about adapting. Mineta does not have just think Mineta has curly hair. He's a little taller. But Momo will definitely persevere because as soon as she grabs a grip of Mineta, it's over. It's over. She's able to rewrite Mineta up. So yeah, Mineta's still a little bit of a perv, but she doesn't. But she checks it out. She's able to write him up like that. It hits, connects, and now she's able to read him, so he can't do anything against that. So that would be the match. The last match of the um, training is Bakugo versus Deku. So Izuku is going to lose this. The reason why is because even though he's only has one ability with a stand. So let me get right back into this. So Bakugo, I see. It's for me versus you. So I'm gonna win this though. So Bakugo and Deku start fighting, and Bakugo's like, "No way, nerd! I'm gonna beat the freaks out of you. I'm gonna make you cry. There's no way I'm losing to you." So Bakugo and Deku start fighting. Bakugo's really taking offensive by his new move. What this new move he was learning. It was called. Not called. He was using a new move that was with Killer Queen. Of course, Killer Queen takes its pose. So yeah, Killer Queen takes the pose, and he uses air bomb. I know this is with the Stray Cat, if you guys watch this, but I mean, so it's basically invisible. As is, it's invisible. So literally just touches Deku and it blows up as soon as he hits the with that. So he uses that move, but only Bakugo can see it. So Deku wondering. So Izuku's wondering. So Izuku doesn't know that he's using this ability right now because obviously he can't see it. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. So obviously he can't see it. So he doesn't know where it is. Now this is when Izuku uses his bubbles, and the Bakugo just. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Bakugo spams like he can do like 3 at a time. He uses 3, and this is when Izuku uses his bubble against Bakugo to shield himself, of course, because he shields himself. But since it's so powerful, he can only use 1. So he knows that it goes in a straight line or either follows you. So Zuko's so aware of this. He knows it goes in a straight line or it follows you. And Bakugo, see, it's not about who has a stronger stand or anything. Bakugo in deck. I'm gonna make Zuko win this because he's able to adapt too. So, uh, so this is when Deku learns a new move. It is the bubbles are the explosive bubbles are so powerful that it can only withstand 2. So, Zuko got hit on the last one and it's a little bloodied up, but that's okay. Zawa doesn't stop it because he wants to see which one's gonna win, and obviously in this world it doesn't matter. So it doesn't matter. You need to win or you're gonna die as a hero. So yeah. The fight goes on, and Deku's able to read how the bubbles work. So he lets Bakugo. So he doesn't necessarily see it, but he knows that if it follows him, he's gonna always go to the right. And Bakugo's trying to lead him into a trap, though. So he's always gonna go to the right, bounce back, so he can actually know where the bubbles are. So once he lines them straight, he'll face to the right. So this is when Zuko is about to get hit, and he runs into Bakugo. He doesn't know he's about to get hit, so he starts running near Bakugo. And Bakugo's getting ready for the Ora. And this is when he learns a new move. Plunder. So Izuku doesn't take away Bakugo's sight because he doesn't know how to do that. But what he does know is he took away the friction of the ground. So Zuko ran, and unknowingly, but it was a new move. He made a bubble, and he took away the friction from the ground by not knowing this, and the bubble looks like this. He took the friction away from the ground, and he slid, and he slid right in Baku. He slid right past Baku. He slid right in between Bakugo. A Bakugo's explosion hits him, and Baku sent a lot of explosion after Izuku because he waited and then started doing it. So he didn't know that Izuku had this move up. So Baku goes, he's out. And Izuku, knowing that this happened, he's like, "Oh, Bakugo, you okay? Bakugo, are you okay?" Bakugo's like, "You nerd." That smarted me again. So they started laughing. JoJo, these characters have like the main cast except for Muhammad Abdul has infinite supply of blood, and when they battle for some reason, So Bakugo just needs to go to Recovery Girl, and that is it. So we skip to when they have their hero costumes. Oh no, we skip to with All Might. So they go back to class. The rest of the day goes as by. So yeah. Oh, you guys don't need to know my name. I guess you guys know it now. So yeah. So they skip to where So they skip to where they are in class, and then All Might comes in like, "I am here, walking in like a normal person," but obviously he doesn't walk in like a normal person. So All Might does not have a stand, of course, but you can obviously see stands could be a little bit overpowered if you couldn't see stands and they were fighting somebody and you couldn't just see it. So yeah, it's Zuku and All Might. I'm joking with you. So All Might's he's still looking for a successor, but by the way, I'm not gonna. If you guys want me to tell you in the comments what stand Mirio has, or you guys want to guess what stand he has, uh, ask me in the comments. But if you guys can't guess it, then I'll tell you guys it. So if you guys want to tell you that, so yeah, Mirio showed him his stand, and he tells All Might that he can't be it. So I was like, lit. I was in a flashback. So yeah. Um, so what is Mirio's stand? Will we know? Do we know? So yeah, we skip to when so class 1A has gotten to know each other. They're all pretty good friends, just like in the original. So they get their costumes out. They go to A through B. There's no real need to like go over this since we just did a fight and Aizawa was testing us out because Aizawa's not a teacher. I guess so. That's what I just put in. So they didn't really go all out in this. Yeah, but they definitely got to work with different partners in a 2v2 match. So really not a lot to go over with. So yeah, we'll skip to the USJ. Now this is what the USJ happens. The reminder. You guys wouldn't guess what stand. I feel like you guys would guess what stand I gave to your Shigaraki. I actually gave Monoma the world. You're like, why would you give Monoma the world? Obviously, because Monoma is cocky. He puts his hand up. He rated a box. He's on that. I'm on crack 1447. I use black for Air Force energy, but I still get my cheeks clapped by Kendo. So yeah, the USJ happens. Hagakure is totally the traitor, guys. So just know that Hagakure is the traitor. Yeah, she can do a lot. She can. Yeah, I don't even know. She's a traitor. She's a traitor. So we skip to when the USJ happens, of course. Uh, there are multiple villains down the stairs. This is when Aizawa is like, let's go. He pulls down. He's like, stay here. And this is when they all get teleported. And Sue, she gets teleported to the water here because they obviously don't know each other's quirk stands or quirks. They don't know they have that stands or quirks. So Shu gets teleported to the water area. So does Deku and Mineta. Mineta, like, oh, what's happening, guys? So they all, and Sue is literally dominating. Sue's stand is able to take out. I'm talking, take them out. While Sue's still a frog. That's just in genetics. Yeah. Even though she's only still a frog, she didn't get the quirk of frog, but she's definitely got genetics, and she has attributes of frog. She can swim in water, but she's not a frog. I'm saying her quirk is not a frog. She just, her family's like that. That's what her family is, So, but she can't like tongue like do that. But yeah, I think you guys know what I mean. So, her quirk absolutely dominates. Not quirk. Her stand absolutely dominates the water, and they're just in ensued. There's no real reason for them to go on the boat because that's not really happen, and they just go back straight to land because that's how. Because she was just able to make them whirlpool that fast, and then they got barnacle stuck on them. So like they were going up and down, up and down, up and down, and they were stuck. They're stuck to the seafloor for until Suke is either whatever manages to. Kirishima and Bakugo. Is easily taking out the villains because they can't see him. And Kirishima, he's easily put up his rolling stone, and he's able to the villain that is about to sneak up on him. Kirishima's stand kills him, but Kirishima doesn't know this because it's all self-automatic and they can sometimes kill with killing intent. So if they have killing intent, Kirishima's stand is allowed to kill them. So yes, that is what happened with Kirishima. Now Todoroki, instead of freezing the whole place like that, he's getting on his ice skates. Not ice skates, but he's using white album, and uh he's able to, he's just freezing stuff up at this point. He's freezing stuff up. He's freezing. Yeah, he's like freezing it. So he's using his costume, and then when he's able to freeze something, anything Todoroki touches basically goes to absolute. It goes to absolute zero. Um, so it basically goes to absolute zero. Um, Todoroki, like touches something goes to absolute zero. So Todoroki's magnitude of it, Endeavor is still gonna be abusive, you know. But Toya is not a villain; he's a hero because they're able to actually no. Endeavor isn't abusive, but he has anger issues. In Toya Todoroki, this is manga spoilers. I'm talking about manga spoilers too, guys. I'm gonna put that in the description too. Manga spoilers. Toya Todoroki, which is aka Dabi. I think I'm not even caught up with the anime guys, but I definitely read the manga. He is Toya Todoroki's Dabi. His hero's name is Dabi still. Um, he's gonna have the same amount of I don't really know the different design, but because he was injured so badly during that fire, they thought he was presumed dead, but he wasn't, so he came out of fire just like that. So he's ranked one of the most top. But the people still love him though. People still love him. He's top like 17 heroes. Um, so when they're getting this call from the USJ, they're trying to instantly hurry, but since I'm gonna just make sure to say there's a diversion, they're stalling them. Yeah, the Nomos will not have stands, by the way. Nomos do not have stands because they'll just have quirks. You can't still stand from somebody. So yeah, when the Nomu comes in, um, Shigaraki's quirk is cream. I mean not quirk. Shigaraki is one of those very very few people that have a quirk and have a stand. He's the first actually. So Shigaraki comes in. He has the K, and he also has cream. I know it sounds weird. I forgot to use the pictures with cream. So next video I will. Next time we have Shigaraki with us, I'll introduce cream to you guys. So cream, if you didn't watch JoJo, is a stand that can erase anything really. But of course Shigaraki can't see, or he can't use his stand without going to a different dimension, and then he erases anything in his sight. So yes, so Shigaraki doesn't use this because he knows that it's very unpractical. So he'll use the K. Now, Izuku, he was practicing how he stole this, and then when he was training with Izuku and Bakugo, of course, training. So when he was training with Bakugo, he accidentally stole his sight. So Izuku's know he can steal certain properties and stuff, if you know what I mean. So yes. So guys, I'm sorry. We go back to where the Nobu comes in, and Deku, he's rushing in. He knows what Deku and Bakugo are rushing in. They know what they can do, and Ida from the top, knowing that he has to get support, he sends out his troops to go and help. Actually, I forgot. Sorry, guys. The pro heroes are not coming because, of course, the system shut down. So, Ida sends out to go get his troops. He sends half of his divisional force over there with, his air force, and then he has his troops literally spamming like a tactical force hitting him up. The normal up. It's like it barely does damage, but it like hurts the normal too. So yeah. Kirishima uses his Rolling Stone, and rolling goes horribly wrong, aiming at Ida, and Kaminari, Red Hot Chili Pepper, has to save Ida by literally taking him through it, but he's electrified, so he's out. But his bad company is still on. So yeah. So they're making a so um Todoroki's in his white album suit, so he's skating across trying to make an ice rink, and he's also using a magician's red by making flames. With making flames. So Todoroki does this. So magician's red does this. Oh no, wrong move, guys. Magician's red, flaming attacks to the Nomu, and that's when Mineta's nut King Claw takes off the Nomu's legs and pins them to the ground, and that's when Zuko and Bakugo comes in. Bakugo touches the Nomu, explodes it, and then Deku steals its sight, the sight in the Nomu. So the Nomu's basically defeated. Not even because it's over, it's because they literally all work together. And then Raka staying in that 5. Raka comes over, stays in the 5 meter range, and uses Echo Act 3. So while that was happening, Eraserhead in 13, Eraserhead was taking out the villains, but uh that's when that's when uh Kogiri comes out and saves the Nomu from the kids. So Kogiri, but even though that happened, the Nomu's basically out. He can't regenerate because it never got any of his body parts stolen. So yeah, that's basically a wrap for it. So basically, Edith's after Edith's patrol comes in, um, it it's wrapped Togiri the dips, and the kids know that they did that. It was amazing. They all felt that they did something. So, yeah, Zero used his ropes. He had ropes on him because obviously he had a rope on him. So Zero just makes himself a rope. I guess. No, he doesn't. He just puts rope around the Nomu. No, he doesn't. They just cuff the Nomu up. Make sure they restricts its quirks. So yeah, that's it, guys. They have a 2 week break, and I believe that we're gonna head to the UA Sports Festival. That's it, guys. This is part 1 redo. Hope you guys like it. I spent all day trying to do this, guys. So hopefully you can share, and share really all, and comment, whatever you need. But you don't have to subscribe if you guys don't want to. But I would really like a comment, and share if you could do that. Thank you, guys. Bye. See you in the next video.